This video is made possible by my patrons on Patreon. Hello everyone, my name is Ziamaro and welcome to Battlerite Sage. So, who watched the first day of BPL last night? Well, I did, and I know a lot of you guys did too because we were all talking about it on Discord and it was really exciting. So, first off, a little oversight on someone's part. The replay of yesterday's matches is unavailable at the moment. I watched most of the games live, but I couldn't see the very end. I was hoping to watch the last few games after it finished last night, but unfortunately they didn't get saved. If you missed yesterday, fear not, Stunlock have already addressed the situation. The studio that's hosting BPL has everything saved, and it will be uploaded in full to both YouTube and Twitch. By the sounds of things, this happened because automatic VOD saving wasn't enabled on Battlerite's Twitch channel. This has been resolved now, so all future VODs will be automatically saved to Twitch. It's unfortunate because I would have liked to have used some of yesterday's footage for this video, but you know what, it was the first day and there are bound to be a few teething problems. And as I said, the studio has it all saved, so we'll get to watch it back soon enough. So, teething problems aside, how did it go? Well, I have to say, I was really impressed with the production values. The studio looked great, the camera work was really solid, and as I said, I didn't manage to catch the end yesterday, but from everything that I saw, there wasn't even a technical hitch to be seen. The thing I was most impressed by, though, was the casting. I think FindableCarpet, in particular, is a brilliant caster. It's a little known fact that casting Bloodline champions was one of the things that broke Semler into the mainstream, and I think Battlerite could do similar things here. Here's hoping that BPL becomes big enough for Carpet to stay with us in the long term, but regardless, I think he's going to go on to do some big things. And that's not to take away from InTheFlesh, I think the two of them make a great duo. One criticism I have heard of the casting is that they didn't explain some of Battlerite's terminology, such as iframes. In general, I thought they did a pretty good job of explaining the game to new players, but a continual issue for Battlerite players and viewers is that the game looks like a MOBA, but almost all of its terminology comes from fighters. So while Battlerite might look like a MOBA, a lot of the tactics, strategies, and terminology don't really cross over. You'll never hear the terms tower dive, gank, or creep score, obviously, but you will hear stuff like iframes, conditioning, and EX. All of those are fighter terms, and if you've ever played a fighter, you'll probably already be familiar with them. Conditioning was a term that did actually come up during the stream, and I thought they did a great job of explaining it. But in any case, I do think it's worth explaining all these terms to new viewers. We shouldn't take for granted that people know what we mean when we say something like iframe. So, what about the gameplay? It was mostly pretty good. For those of you who haven't been keeping up with this stuff, Averse, Bloom, and Proster, formerly Overconfident, are now sponsored by Space Station Gaming. And the first game of the day between Space Station Gaming and Youngsung was absolutely incredible. I'm not going to spoil it for those of you who want to watch it later, but yeah, it was a really good game. Both of these teams are probably the favourites to win in the North American regionals, so to see them duke it out in the very first game of BPL was pretty intense. And honestly, games like that is what I want to see more of. But unfortunately, there were a number of 5-0 stomps as well. I know the score doesn't tell you everything, and a 5-0 can actually be closer than it sounds. But it was abundantly clear yesterday that there's a massive gap between the top few teams in North America and everybody else. There were one or two teams who seemed massively outclassed by the competition. And I don't mean to sound like I'm trashing anyone here, it's just that I don't really like to see stomps like that. It's not great for the viewer experience. But hey, if you're a North American player, this could actually be a great opportunity for you. If you can put a team together and go play in Rising Stars, then you could actually secure yourself a place in BPL as well. Stunlock put out a video on Friday to explain, but it's still possible to get involved in BPL through the Rising Stars tournament. I'll leave a link to that in the description if you're interested. So, in terms of viewership, at least while I was watching, the total viewers was sitting at well over 4,000. Honestly, I think that's a great achievement for BPL and the Battlerite community in general. And this is only the start. The first day of the European and South American group stage starts today. If you haven't already, head over to bpl.gg for the schedule, and you can even predict the winners of the games and win Pro League chests, so it's well worth checking out. Overall, I think it was a really successful first day, and I'm looking forward to seeing the first day for EU and South America today. And hopefully once they get the VOD situation sorted out, I can do some analysis of the games. There was some really interesting comps yesterday, so it'll be really fun to talk about that at some point. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please feel free to subscribe for more Battlerite guides, news, and discussion. If you'd like to help support the channel and get some unique rewards, then head over to patreon.com/battleritesage. And don't forget to check out twitch.tv/battleritesage. Until next time, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.